Today on Hero Base, we're going to talk about how to connect two arpeggios. Stay tuned. What is up, guys? Welcome to Hero Base, a place where we talk about bass gear, music related topics. My name is Norb, and I hope you guys are doing awesomely well. In today's episode, we're talking about arpeggios, and you guys heard me talk about this topic before. This time, we're going to talk about how to play two arpeggios, like interconnect them, if you will. When it comes to connecting arpeggios, one of the things I do is you try to find two chords that are a third apart. For instance, in this case, I'm going to use two examples today. Both examples have a third apart from each chord, meaning that if I play, for instance, if I play a 1, the next chord is going to be a third. If I play a third, it's going to be, the next one is going to be a fifth, and you get the trick, so on and so forth. This time, what I'm going to use is the 6 and the 1, and then I'm going to use, for the second example, I'm going to be using the third and the fifth. So when it comes to the first example, we're going to play a groove, and at the end of the groove, there's just going to be that pad going on, and I'm going to play the arpeggio over it, okay? So that way you can hear both arpeggios going on and on, okay? The first arpeggio is going to be a 6 to a 1. We're in the key of B flat major, and we're going to find a note that connects both chords, essentially. So the way I'm doing it is I'm doing G, right? We're going the 6 and the 9. So what I'm doing here is G, B flat, D, F. That 9, which is A, okay? Once you figure that out, you have to figure out the next arpeggio, which is a third apart, which would be your 1. And the first arpeggio, I'm playing a 9, all the way through the 9, so that means the first, the third, the fifth, 7th, and the 9. But that 9 is also going to work as if we inverted the chord for our next arpeggio, meaning that you have the 7, the 1, the third, and the fifth. So if you connect them both, it's going to sound something like this. So essentially what we're doing is we're inverting that last arpeggio, if that makes any sense, and that's going to allow us to connect both chords. And a groove is going to sound exactly like this. So now our second example, we're going to kind of do the same thing. This time we're going to go to the third and the fifth. Instead of just doing everything ascending, I'm going to ascend the third and descend the fifth. That's what I mean. We're going to go to D minor. And the third chord of a major scale has a flat 9. That's my flat 9 right there, right? Which also allows us to play the dominant 7 chord. If you don't understand nothing about chords, you can check this playlist right above my head or above my finger, whichever. You're gonna get a bunch of info on chords. We ascend the third, D, F, A, C, and that E flat, right? And from that E flat, we pretty much come up with our next chord. So we have E flat, C, A, and F. And it's gonna look something like this. Again, we're using the 9s to connect us with our next chord. So with that being said, our second groove, pretty much keep the same groove, and the last two chords, I'm going to change them to accommodate these arpeggios. With that being said, here's our second example. One thing that you guys would have to be aware of is your fingering, which is the most important thing. I don't start all the arpeggios the same way. That's because I try to think ahead of what I'm supposed to play. First arpeggio, I'm playing it with my index finger, right? That minor 7. And then for my next one, I slide up and I might have my index right there at the 7 of my next arpeggio, or the 9 of the previous one. And for my next one, same thing. I'm already at that flat 9 from that first arpeggio, which is the 7 of the next one, right? For my second example, the F dominant chord. I land right there on my middle finger because I know that I have my C right on this side, right? So it would be... So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for checking out this lesson. Please, if you like this type of content, hit us with a like, share our content, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every single time we drop a video. Leave us a comment if you want more content like this. Please don't forget to check us out in all our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and at the brand new HeroBass.com, which I will make a video pretty soon. Guys, take care, and we will see you guys in the next one.